The skeletons of Roopkund Lake, a 1,000-year-old mystery in the Himalayas deep in the Himalayan mountains, hidden away at an altitude of 16,500 feet, lies Roopkund Lake, a place so eerie, so mysterious, that it has been called the Lake of Skeletons. For decades, this glacial lake has baffled scientists, historians, and adventurers alike. Every summer when the ice melts, hundreds of human skeletons emerge from the frozen depths, their hollow eye sockets staring into the sky. Who were these people? What catastrophe left them stranded in this unforgiving landscape? And why do their bones still remain untouched by time? This is the unsolved mystery of Roopkund Lake, a chilling tale that takes us across ancient legends, DNA secrets, and a long-forgotten disaster lost to history. The discovery, a lake of bones. The first recorded discovery of the skeletons dates back to 1942, when a British forest ranger stumbled upon a shocking sight: hundreds of human skeletons lying at the bottom of a frozen lake. At first, authorities feared they were the remains of Japanese soldiers who had died while attempting to invade India during World War II. However, closer examination revealed something even more disturbing. These bones were centuries old. Over time, as the ice melted and refroze with the changing seasons, more and more skeletons began to surface. Not just bones, but flesh, hair, wooden artifacts, iron weapons, and leather slippers, all surprisingly well preserved by the cold climate. The question remained, who were they? And how did they die? Ancient legends and local myths. Before science stepped in, local folklore had its own explanations for the mysterious skeletons. The most famous legend tells the story of King Jastaval of Kannauj, who, along with his pregnant wife, servants, and dancers, embarked on a pilgrimage to the sacred Nanda Devi shrine. But according to the legend, the gods were angered by their impure behavior, dancing, singing, and disrespecting the sacred land. In their fury, the goddess Nanda Devi sent a deadly hailstorm upon them. With nowhere to hide in the barren landscape, the entire group perished on the spot, their bodies falling into the lake. For years, this was the only explanation people had. But as scientific investigations began, researchers realized that the truth might be even stranger than the legend. The scientific investigation, a 1,000-year-old catastrophe. In the early 2000s, scientists from India and Europe launched a full-scale investigation. Using radiocarbon dating, they determined that the skeletons were not from a single event, but from multiple different time periods, some dating as far back as 1,200 years ago. Even more astonishing was the revelation that these people weren't all from the same place. DNA analysis revealed that they belonged to two genetically distinct groups. One group had South Asian ancestry, likely local people from the region. The other group had Mediterranean or Greek ancestry, an unexpected discovery that raised even more questions. But the real breakthrough came when scientists examined the skulls. Almost every skeleton had identical blunt force trauma wounds on their heads and shoulders, but there were no signs of weapons. The fractures were round and deep, almost as if the victims had been struck from above. This was exactly what the legend had described: a killer hailstorm. The killer hailstorm theory. According to scientific analysis, around 800 AD, a sudden freak hailstorm struck Roopkund Lake with deadly force. The hailstones were the size of cricket balls, around 9 inches in diameter, hitting people directly on their skulls with lethal impact. With nowhere to take cover in the open Himalayan terrain, dozens, if not hundreds, of people were killed instantly, their bodies tumbling into the lake. This would explain the blunt force trauma on the skulls, why the bones were scattered but undisturbed, frozen in place by the lake's ice, why different groups of people were found: pilgrims, traders, and travelers from different regions. But one mystery remained. What were Mediterranean people doing at Roopkund Lake? A Greek mystery in the Himalayas? One of the biggest shocks of the investigation was the presence of European DNA among the skeletons. Some experts believe these individuals might have been traders or soldiers who journeyed to India along ancient trade routes. Others speculate they were part of an unknown expedition or religious pilgrimage, making their way through the Himalayas. This revelation has led to theories that Roopkund Lake may have been a long-forgotten pilgrimage site, attracting people from across the world who mysteriously perished under the same deadly storm. But without written records, the truth remains elusive. The modern-day mystery, are there more skeletons? Roopkund Lake remains an active archaeological site, with scientists still uncovering new bones and artifacts each year. But the biggest question is, how many more skeletons remain hidden beneath the frozen waters? Some estimates suggest that up to 600 individuals may still lie within the lake, waiting to be discovered. Climate change and rising temperatures are causing the ice to melt faster than ever, meaning that more secrets may soon come to light. The Indian government has restricted access to the site to preserve the remains, but adventurers and scientists alike continue to search for answers. Final thoughts. Will we ever know the full truth? The skeletons of Roopkund Lake remain one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. Was it truly a killer hailstorm? Was it a forgotten mass sacrifice? Or is there an unknown historical event lost to time? While science has answered some questions, many remain unsolved. The presence of Greek ancestry, the mysterious artifacts, and the sheer number of bodies suggest a deeper story, one we may never fully uncover. One thing is certain, Roopkund Lake will continue to fascinate, haunt, and challenge our understanding of history for years to come. Would you visit the Skeleton Lake and witness this eerie mystery firsthand? Or would you rather let the past remain undisturbed? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing mysteries.